Listen to what Miss Peta says. You better listen to what she says. There's 5 things that you know make it alright. Yeah, the principles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello everyone, it's Peta here from FACEROBICS, your personal face exercise coach. Thank you so much for dropping by. I really do appreciate it. And today's video is about the 5 principles of face aerobics exercise. Now I thought I'd do this video because there's a lot of new subscribers on the channel and possibly you might not have seen the last video. So I'm just going to go over the 5 principles of face exercise that I created for face aerobics. And I'm hoping that what it will do is help you strengthen your face exercises and help them to become more effective. Okay, so the 5 principles are, the first one is isolate the muscle. The second one is visualize the muscle. The third one is activate the mind-body connection. The fourth one is repetitions. And the fifth one is hold and squeeze for the lactic burn. Now, I created these because I needed to have a system for the type of exercises that I was doing. And when I first started the channel, there were hardly anyone doing the exercises in the manner that I do them. Curiously now, there's many people doing them in the manner that I do them, but when I first started a few years ago, nobody was doing them. Nobody was holding and freezing for the lactic burn. Nobody was doing all the repetitions. So it's something that has really started really taking momentum. So I just wanted to let everybody know what this was about. So the first one is isolate the muscles. Now what's really important when you do the face aerobics face exercises, you need to hold the muscles. When you're doing the exercise, your face and muscles do the exercise. Your hands are isolating the muscles. So they're 2 very different things. Your hands do not do the exercise. So if your fingers and hands are moving back and forth, it's because the muscles are moving back and forth. You should not be using your hands to push the muscles about. So that's the first one, is isolate the muscle. So if you're going to do, say, a cheek lift, you need to isolate the area where the wrinkles could be forming. And once you isolate them, it stops those wrinkles from forming. That's the first one. The second one is visualize the muscles. Now this is why I talk to you about this schematic. Because once you download this schematic, and if you can get it laminated, that'd be great. But when you download this schematic, it gives you a very good indication of what the muscles look like underneath our skin. And it has all the names of the muscles on there. But what I encourage everybody to do is to colour in the different muscles. And it helps you to visualize the muscles because colour is very, very receptive in our brain. So, for instance, you might be doing a forehead exercise and you might colour the frontalis in red. And you know that frontalis muscle is red. So when you are doing the exercise, you think of the red colour and you can really then start really isolating and working that muscle. And when I say working that muscle, I mean exercising the muscle. So that is visualizing. So when you visualize it, it really is much more powerful. You really understand what muscles are moving and what muscles not to move also. Because the exercises have become quite sophisticated now, and you really do need to understand what the muscles are doing, which ones are moving and which ones aren't moving. Okay, the third one is activate the mind-body connection. Now this is a very magical principle, and it's central to all the other principles, and that's why it's in the middle. When you activate the mind-body connection, you have the ability to exercise just one muscle. You can do that with the power of your mind. Now physically you can't do that because all the muscles are connected. So you need to understand that if you are moving one muscle, all the other muscles are going to move. But with the power of your mind, you can focus in and hone in just on one muscle and exercise that one muscle. Now, I've spoken to you before about what happens when you start visualizing. what happens is all these little chemicals start sparking off in your mind. And if you're visualizing a really strong forehead, a smooth forehead, a forehead without any wrinkles, as you are exercising that muscle, it starts to take shape. This is what happens. This is the magic of it. And this is the magic of our body. This is the magic of our mind. And I really, really need you to understand that. So, the third principle, activate the mind-body connection. The fourth principle is repetitions. And as I said before, not many people, when I first started the exercise channel, were talking about doing the repetitions. In fact, I don't know of anyone that was. There might have been, but I certainly didn't find anyone when I was searching and learning about face exercises. That was something that I thought that I needed to do for myself, and as it turns out, everybody else needed to do it too. So repetitions is a very key part of the 5 principles. So what's really important when you do your repetitions, you start off with 50. If you are starting a new exercise, start off with 50, do them slow and strong, and start to build that area. Now what happens is your muscles start to get used to the exercise. Then you can go up to 75. You might want to hover up there for about a week or so. Then you can go up to 85, hover up there for another week, push it up to 100 the next week, and then so forth. The most amount of repetitions I would suggest you to do is 150. Try not to go over up to 200 or more, because then that is when your muscles will start to fatigue. So up to 150 is the maximum amount I would absolutely advise you to do. So repetitions. Number 5 is squeeze and hold for the lactic burn. Again, when I was searching and learning about facial exercises, I didn't find anybody who was talking about that at all. Now, again, there are many, many people who are talking about these principles in this manner. And I'm very proud because obviously they've seen the channel and they're talking about the same principles. So, when you hold and freeze for the lactic burn, what you do is you hold and freeze really tight for 20 seconds and then release. And then when you release, what happens is you feel your muscles just totally relaxing, and then you can move on to the next exercise. So with these 5 principles, I really ask you that you study them, that you maybe come back and listen to what I'm saying again, and that you apply all of these 5 principles into your face exercise routine as you're doing my exercises. So this is a really central part to face aerobics, face exercise. And this is why I'm calling myself your personal face exercise coach, because I feel like now I'm actually coaching you, and that I'm here every week to coach you how to look your most absolutely beautiful, your best and your most youthful you, and how to look young again. And it's really a wonderful thing that I feel that is happening, and this movement is really starting to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. I'd also like to bring to your attention my new meditation. It's called Young Again. It goes for 50 minutes, maybe an hour, and it's a beautiful meditation on how to rejuvenate yourself. Now, it's a very, very beautiful meditation. I really ask you that you consider this meditation. All you have to do is hover over the link here, the little icon up here, the information icon. It'll take you straight to the meditation. It'll tell you all about it. There is a sample of what it sounds like, and then from there you can choose whether you wish to purchase it or not. It is a really beautiful meditation, and it does make you feel young. It makes you feel enthused, and it gives you that feeling like you had when you were young, when you thought you were bulletproof and you thought you could do anything. It sort of gives you that feeling. But it is a guided meditation. It is backed by Alpha Entrainment Music. As I say, it is a guided meditation, so I will be talking all the way through it, but it's a beautifully relaxing meditation. So please do consider having a look at that as well. Also, have a look at the pictures at the end of the video. If you haven't seen them already, please do have a look, because they are true testament to what facial exercises can do for you. I mean it. If you have a look at me when I was 47, man, that was just one bad trip. Really, it was just really, I was going down a very bad slope. And as you can see, when I turned 50, you can see the way that I had started aging and how my face had started dropping and all the things that typically happen when you start to age. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you on Friday. I hope you've enjoyed that video and you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world. Bye now.
Listen to what Miss Peta says. You better listen to what she says. There's 5 things that you know make it alright. Oh yeah, the principles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do it like this. Everybody, put on your pretty Peta face. Put on your pretty Peta face. Put on your pretty Peta face. Put on your pretty Peta face.